now to talk more about the case. Law Olmstead, the president of the Missing Persons Center. Law, welcome as always. Appreciate your insight on this one. What stands out to you most about this case, the investigation, and the circumstances?
Well, I like to start everything with really the facts. There's been so much speculation about, self-harm, um, how he could have got to Arizona on so little money. But the facts, where I like to always start from, is that he was last seen on the 21st of December. He didn't show up to work that night. He withdrew $200 from his savings account via ATM. The phone stopped working that evening behind a mall, Marley Station Mall. And then anywhere from 5 to 13 days later, his vehicle was located in Arizona with no plates, 15 miles of fuel in the tank, and then a note giving the car away to somebody. When you really look at this, when you start reading between the facts, a lot of this doesn't make any sense. What stands out to me is how in the world could he have made it to Arizona on $200? Why would his phone have stopped working that evening behind Marley Station? Did he meet someone there? Was he carjacked there? Was he just, going to meet someone? These kind of things don't really fit the whole narrative, and that's where I think people need to start working backwards. We tend to be looking a lot in Arizona, and I'm not really sure if he really did make it to Arizona. And then when we think about this note that was left gifting his car, did anyone do any kind of forensic examination to really verify, is that his handwriting? So I've got a lot of questions.
Yeah, all very good points to make in this investigation. The other thing, Law, I wonder about is how difficult a case like this is to investigate. So you've got local authorities, I think it's the Coconino County Sheriff's Department, to investigate a case where it seemingly on the surface looks as though he may have walked away voluntarily. How do police, in your experience, approach a case like this?
Well, again, you have to go work all the leads in reverse, go back to the very beginning. If I was somebody who located the vehicle in Arizona and found it that way, I would assume the same thing. I mean, it looks like somebody just, the car was running out of gas and we just left it on the side of the road and we found it, no plates. Well, listen, if I'm the guy driving that car and there's 15 miles left of fuel in the tank, that doesn't make sense. If I have nowhere to go, I'm going to run that car out till there's no gas in the tank. There's no reason for me to take the license plates off. Why would I write a note giving the car away to somebody? This is, when you look at it from the Arizona aspect, all these things don't even make sense there. I'm not going to say that people aren't doing their job in law enforcement, but I have a feeling there's some lack of communication between the authorities in Maryland and the authorities in Arizona. I'm not really even sure who's leading the investigation, but I'd like to know why was the phone turned off, but what was happening days or weeks prior to the phone being turned off? What kind of communications, text, social media, emails was he receiving or communicating with anybody?
Right.
What was going on at work?
Yeah,
Why
all of it becomes really important questions incumbent on the family to push investigators, as we will, to get answers in this case. Law, I got to leave it there for time. Law Olmstead, as always, thank you. If there's a missing person case you think we should know about, send it to us at newsnationnow.com. You can also send tips through our NewsNation app, and you can scan the QR code on your screen. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.